Have you ever been hit by a girl? Taylor?
Taylor.
It's that tragic of a memory.
No. No,
met-
not
No.
that I...
Really?
Mike, ever been hit by a girl?
Fuck, am I gone again?
No.
Kyle, how many times have you been hit by a girl?
A few, like quite a few.
Yeah.
It depends what you mean by hitting. There's like the flailing thing, like where they're hitting you in the arm and stuff, but there's also like full on like
Closed fist. Yeah.
close to the face. I've had like full open like palm slaps to the face.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I'll be right
I've had
back.
all
It's
that.
AC.
Yeah, never.
Did you deserve any of it?
Yeah. Yeah, I deserved it.
No, you can't be 25 and really, understand all about what life is and be able to talk about it and be able to have people who are, say, 50, respect your views on it. It's just it's something that you have to grow with, So. No offense to 25-year-olds. It is.
So
what
none
it is.
taken.
Oh, trust me, 25-year-olds are not easily offended nowadays. You'll be fine.
You know what? As you were saying that, I put up a blog, and I was just kind of reiterating that other gentleman's points that you are a pedophile and a racist. So, I'll see you in court.
If you're feeling tipsy leaving the bar, take a spin in your car.
That's a good one. If you've got a lot of hair, be sure to shave with Nair.
Feeling drowsy after the bar? Hop a ride in a stranger's car.
I like it.
Suck a
This
dick.
reminded me of a haircut. Did you guys ever get your hair cut by your mom when you were growing up?
Yes.
So I had to do that a couple times, and usually it was just a bloodbath. I looked like a real asshole. Like, you have to get a really bad haircut for someone in 3rd grade up here to say something's wrong with your hair. But that's achievable when like you cut it this high, and it's like that's not a natural end for hair on the back of a child's head.
You're like a goddamn alien.
Yeah, you look like you're wearing a baseball cap of hair without the bill. Like, that's the amount of head space it's covering. But one time my mom
Bill
actually
Fryer
nailed
tuck.
it. Yeah, one time my mom got me pretty good with a decent haircut, and I went to school. The guy across the street drove me to school because he was much older, and he's like, "Oh, you're looking pretty sharp there." And I was like 8, so I'm like, "Thanks, man." And went to school, came back, and I told my mom. My mom was like, "Oh, they thought your hair looked nice, didn't they?" And they were our neighbors, and so my mom invited the 3 of them, who were all like, they're probably all like in their late 30s now. They're much older than me, and they came over to get haircuts for my mom because my mom was like, I'm really figuring it out with Taylor. Like, I'll give it to you for free. And she gave the first guy a haircut. Really not great. I'm standing there in the garage watching because I'm 8 and have nothing to do. The second guy, it's a slight bit better, so maybe the third guy got a little bit of confidence. And then him, my mom just like started to feel like she was the queen of a salon, just like boom, 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 yeah, like going so quick. And she caught that ridge on the back of where your ear is with some clippers on the third guy, and I swear to God, I didn't know this area could bleed so much. Like, she like raked it with the clippers without a guard on it and just punctured the back of the ear. And this I guess at the time, like 16-year-old kid just had blood pouring down the back of his neck in the middle of our garage. And she didn't cut my hair anymore after that, so it was a net win.
Good thing you might be one-eared Taylor.
I might be, yeah, that'd be even more comfortable. Make my head look smaller. So
I just didn't sleep. I was just a vampire, I guess. I don't know how I powered through it. I remember there was a time when I was drinking so many Red Bulls and so many Red Line energy drinks that my boss had to sit me down and be like, you're going to have to tone it down a little. You were screaming at that woman about a chrome grill, Kyle. Like, she wasn't into it. I was like, but look at the grill! Look at the grill!
You're shaking at her.
Yeah, I literally was. Like caffeine was my drug of choice. My manager, one of them, he owned a GNC. Like, he had a couple of them that he owned. And he saw me drinking these Red Bulls by the 4-pack. Like, I'd get a 4-pack and I'd pour them all into a big gulp, like that big, like, giant
Oh,
cup.
that's gross.
Yeah,
Sure, as you do.
No, nothing in it. I just used the cup. See, I'd pour them in the cup so I could guzzle
No,
them.
yeah, I know. That's what I was saying was gross. It's 4 Red Bulls. No. I put just the 4 Red Bulls. There was no rusty water. That was a different story.
Yeah. So, like, my manager was like, what you need is some Red Line. And I was like, what's Red Line? He's like, oh, it kicks Red Bull's ass. Red Line energy drink. It comes in these like steel bottles. Like, it's not like aluminum where you can like, crush it. It's like a hard steel bottle. It's like and he gives me this thing. He slides a 4-pack of them across the table. He's like, brought these for you today. And he turns around and he's in his filing cabinet. He's doing stuff. And I crack one open. I'm like, glug, 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 glug. And I kill the thing. And he turns and as he's facing away, he's like, but only drink half. Only half of one of those at a time. He turns around. I'm like, and he's like, oh, shit, bro. He's like, get ready to ride the bull for real. And sure enough, like, that was the day when, like, I'm showing this black lady an expedition. And it's like a limited top-of-the-line expedition with the white pearl paint job and chrome everywhere. And I'm just trembling, literally trembling. My hands would be shaking. And I'd be like, but look at the grill. Look at the grill. And I'm slapping the bumpers. I'm like, you see this bumper? Pow, pow. I'm hitting it hard, like so hard you can hear it resonate. I'm like, those are 35-mile-per-hour impact bumpers. You see this seat right here? Sit in that seat. I'm like, I open the door. Sit in that seat. And I fucking close the door, hop in the driver's seat. I'm like, you know what that seat's doing right now? She's like, what? I'm like, it's weighing you. It knows how much you weigh. It knows how tall you are. And those airbags are going to deflate in a customized speed, shape, and softness just for you, man.
Is that true?
That's Ford's safety.
Open your mind, Taylor.
We could talk about history while we did it. Like, I'd love to know what the Great Depression was like.
Yeah. What were the 60s like?
Tell me about Eisenhower. Yeah. What was Castro like in the old days? Like
how long did people really hate Germans after the war?
I want to know this stuff. Yeah, I have no problem with that. What's the oldest lady that you would have sex with, Taylor?
Give it some thought.
That's so loaded. Let me think.
Like celebrity dream like magic scenarios, just your average lady, you know.
Let's assume she's not heavy though, or something, right? Just
Yes, well, that's assumed.
She took pretty good care of herself, but you know, she's not running marathons anymore. She's spry, but she's 80.
Probably at this point in my life, I'm thinking 50s. 50s or maybe 60. But once
Woody,
you get
don't
to
miss
60,
your shot.
it just seems so old.
Don't waste these next few years, Woody. Time is precious now. You need to make your moves.
Yeah.
Here's an igniter.
Wow.
So if I were to press this button, I would shoot napalm inside my house. Because you keep this thing.
Well, that's an easy investigation.
I like to keep it loaded at all times, just in case. Like if there were to be an intruder right now, like I could just totally hose him down over there, and you just hear the screams. But
oh my god!
And it's excellent for home defense because it doesn't overpenetrate. Like a normal gun might go through the wall and hit someone on the other side, right? This one stops at the first wall. One is unarmed, you think, and the other has a crowbar. How do you react?
Well,
Cry.
Lucky me.
I look at them strangely like, this is the right house. I take another sip of whiskey, calmly assessing the situation. Meanwhile, in Georgia, Kyle unlocks the fucking shoulder.
All we have to do is take up.
Let's name all the European countries. How about
No,
that?
we're talking
I have
about things
I have
that
a
matter.
Ask Reddit question. You know what? Whenever I see like old pictures of people from the 40s or the 20s or whatever, I wonder how their bathroom hygiene is. Like, do those people have dirty butts? Are they all walking around with the? I'm not the only one who thinks that.
They're all walking around with like
past
nasty pussies and like dirty assholes.
That's the
They're all
thing.
very hairy. They all stink. They all have BO, and it's rank. Like, by the way, PKA fans, you all, for the majority, you guys smelled good. There were a few, a few of you stunk. I'm gonna be honest. But most of you smelled pretty good. And like every one of you, I took a picture with. So it was like,
we know.
Not many of you smelled bad. We know.
I don't know. Does any one of you guys have an Oculus Rift?
Doesn't feel as good. The auto blow actually moves up and down your penis.
Try to fuck that scar mask. It hurts.
I have a 580 up there on that shelf of graphics cards, as you can see right there. I think that
I'm
one,
not even
right?
going to show you guys all my graphics cards.
It sounds silly, but
Right.
like, yeah, mine that's similar to that, or like this one's bigger, but like any knife really. Well, I guess the point we're making is that like, yeah, you feel safer if you got a knife. Like nobody's gonna rape you right then and there. No rape for me today.
If
Nope.
I don't
Yeah.
have this though, it's going down. All right.
A sauna almost with the mint and the chamomile, the lavender coming off. You know, like the relaxing waiting room in a sauna or a nail place where Asian women work. I just know that because that's like, you know, those scents that are in your memory. I remember my mom used to make me sit in one of those places, and that's what it smelled like. It smelled like a
mother
mold-like
worked in a
Charlie.
massage parlor. With,
No, but she
the
would.
Asian.
Well, but no, she would take me to the nail place.
That's what
You
I'm saying.
bastard would. But yeah,
It's the Xbox
one
player.
like
in
Charlie's.
So all I'm saying is there's other ways of getting shit in your eye than putting your own shit in your eye. That's all I'm saying.
That's two. There are shit terrorists out there who just don't wash their hands and
They're just walking around with shit on both hands. Just
Have you ever
touching
gone to
stuff.
like an interactive museum, like those ones where it's like, oh, go up and build the statue, and then look in the eye thing at traffic and measure the speed? It's like that's just asking for it because there's like 4-year-olds just like rubbing their ass and then
Scratching their butt the whole time. Yeah, let me see what this is.
4 years ago, between 3 and 4 years ago, not big on YouTube at all, like decent sized at the time in the COD community, not a big enough deal to be a draw anywhere though. And I was at a family reunion in Florida, and like the whole like extended family was at this bar. Karaoke was going, everything. Everybody was getting pretty tipsy, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go up there and try this." And I was like, just in a stupor, just like, "Hey, I got a lot of Twitter followers. I'll tweet your bar out. I'll get tons of people here. You just hook me and my family up with drinks the rest of the night."
I was here for that.
And
was it paintball? Did you just say?
No. This was a family event. This was
my
not,
mistake. Okay.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with.
I think this happened more than
guys.
once, but carry on.
Yeah, and then got no. This is the only time I tried it, guaranteed, because it worked, and I had to cut my losses. And I got a ton of free drinks for the whole fam. They're like, "How are you bringing us all these like Long Island iced teas and beers out of nowhere?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, kind of a big deal." And then just until the point that I took advantage of it too much. And I went up there and I was like, "Hey, 8 more beers, my good man." And the guy was like, the manager came out and was like, "Is this the same guy you've been giving free drinks to for the last 2 hours?" And the guy's like, yeah, he's going to tweet our bar out and help us out. And the guy's like, no, stop giving this guy free drinks. I was like, "All right, see you later." And then didn't go back to that bar the rest of the trip. But
do you remember that was a nice hookup, though. That was pretty smooth. When you grabbed T-Mart's phone?
Nice. I hope he didn't get in trouble for not asking a manager first. But
do you remember when you grabbed T-Mart's phone at paintball?
Oh yeah, that was funny, but also
was it?
No, it was mean.
What happened there? You grabbed his phone and tweeted.
Yes, we gave each other's phones and tweeted something for each other, and I thought that it was like a make the other person look bad contest. And not like a good-natured be nice thing, which he did, and I felt so bad because he tweeted like up on my account like, "Oh hey, it's T-Mart checking in from my buddy's Twitter," and it was like, "Oh Jesus!" And I tweeted something that involved him in something that he would not want to be associated with.
And it turns out his mom follows him on Twitter.
Yes,
and he got really mad.
He was so mad at me, and I was innocently thinking about it because I didn't have anybody I knew follow me on Twitter for real, except for like you guys, and he had like friends and family that followed him, and it was so uncomfortable. That whole dinner, sitting next to him, eating at Applebee's, just.
What did I do?
Oh, Woody put the judgment on Taylor. You were like, "Oh, Taylor." That's not cool, Taylor. You went dad mode on him. you were like, oh, Taylor.
I don't remember.
I was looking down at the other end of the table where you and White Boy were sitting there, and I was like, "Can I come sit down there with you guys?" And you're just.
Yeah, me and White Boy and Kelly are on the other end of the table, just having a great time, just eating our appetizers. That completely unaware that like lives are being shattered at the other end of the table. People are crying. We're over here just eating our mozzarella sticks, like having a good old time, talking about paintball.
Oh, yeah, I got scolded.
By me? I don't remember scolding you. I don't remember that.
Like, part of me in my head at the time was like, I respect this guy, and so I understand he's coming from the correct place, and I am in the wrong. But the other point was like, you're not my fucking dad. Like, what's happening here? Like,
because sometimes we tell you things on PKN, and it's like the first time that our audience ever gets to hear a thing. So like, on PKN, like they're the first ones to know about the cameraman coming on the trip, or really specific details about what's going to happen. You get all that stuff.
I'm sorry I cut you off, but PKN's a different vibe too. Like I kind of like that. I just wanted to add on to it. I didn't wait.
Well, I mean, you guys want to check it. The first time Woody came out as actually gay was on PKN. Guys, someone out there, read Vegetarian Times and send us the funniest articles on there. Like the best. What's it gonna be like? Third month of being a vegetarian, still weak and sad. Like, I'm always hungry and my bones hurt.
Woody does Europe, right? It's a wild orgy after orgy. So that's what it sounds like to me. I hear Woody does Europe and I think pregnancies everywhere.
No, I thought it would be like a fun European vacation, Chevy Chase style trip, not
You're
this
all children
traipsing about another continent.
Orgies.
Somebody make a thumbnail for Woody Does Europe. What would that look like to you? No. So here's the deal. I want to shop, right? I'm going to do this big shop garage thing on my land here. And I'll be right back. I'm going to pee, and I would bet I'm back before Kyle. Here we go.
I bet that too. I'll take that bet. 10. Oh, he left.
Chiz, I'll be right back. I gotta pee. I bet I'll be back before Woody.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's the Chiz Show. Chiz Show. He's wearing his hat. You're gonna be mad because it's just me on the camera. Chiz Show. Yeah. Don't burn yourself. Yeah. I'm not gonna sell another show. Patreon.com/PKA. Go join it today. I'll keep singing till someone comes back. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on, leave me hanging. Here comes Woody. I'm alone. Patreon.com/PKA. It's me. And Woody's back right now.
You were alone?
I'm alone. Merkin left too.
So when Kyle gets back, I want to ask him what else he did. Right?
He got some more apples. He's taking a shit.
Some apples. He's like, I swung by the kitchen, did a thing. Like
you both are back before this fucker.
I even half-ass washed my hands.
I sang a fucking song. That's what I did.
I just peed in the hallway to save time and didn't wash my hands. I still lost.
What is he doing? Where'd he go?
Yeah, what the hell?
Apples.
Oh, I just stopped.
Do you know how hard it is to get mayo on those pears? It takes a while.
Kyle, where did you go?
Feller in the white